84 people who were injured during the protests opposite the Prime Minister's office and Polduwa Junction in Battaramulla were admitted to the Colombo National Hospital. The police spokesperson added that 6 police officers were among the injured. Army spokesperson Brigadier Nilantha Premaratna said that 16 soldiers were also injured during the protest held at the Polduwa Junction in Battaramulla.
ඊයේ සවස් කාලයේදී බත්තරමුල්ල පාර්ලිමේන්තු වටරවුම හා
Last evening, a violent group tried to engage with the security forces near the parliament and went on to harass and attack the troops on duty using clubs, iron rods, stones, helmets and snatched 2 T-56 weapons with ammunition rounds and caused injuries to army personnel, making 2 of them even unconscious, and they have now been admitted to the hospital. The 2 soldiers are in critical condition and there is a possibility that the stolen weapons may be used in acts of violence. The public needs to be aware of this.
මහජනතාව මේ පිළිබඳව දැනුවත් වන ලෙස කාරුණිකව ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා.
What happened at the Polduwa Junction yesterday?
A protest was held opposite the entrance road to Parliament at the Polduwa Junction and it was attended by representatives of the JVP including Sunil Handunetti, KD Lalkanta and Sunil Vatagala. According to the footage captured on our cameras, while this protest was ongoing, there was another protest taking place opposite the roadblocks placed along the Parliament entrance road. The numbers at the protest near the roadblocks leading to Parliament outnumbered those at the JVP protest, and the situation escalated to an altercation. In order to control the situation, security forces launched tear gas. However, as time passed, more crowds gathered at the location. People who gathered at the protest site had travelled there in lorries and other vehicles and later clashed with the armed forces on multiple occasions.
Hey, media!
The army had taken steps to beef up security in the area surrounding the Polduwa Junction by this morning.
Chief of Defence Staff General Shavendra Silva visited the Army Hospital today to inquire into the well-being of the 2 Sri Lanka Army soldiers who were injured following an ugly incident last night at the Polduwa Junction close to the Parliament. In a view of escalation of violent acts, protesters intent on harming the armed forces or public property are earnestly urged by the Sri Lanka Army to desist from all forms of violence immediately. The Sri Lanka Army said if they do not, they should be prepared to face consequences as members of the armed forces are legitimately empowered to exercise their force if the situation deems necessary, as security to public property, key installations, vulnerable points and human lives does fall within the purview of their responsibility.
At recent protests, several unacceptable incidents had taken place. Multiple factions are involved in the people's struggle, and we saw things that the people reject. It was reported that a weapon belonging to a soldier was stolen during the protest at the Polduwa Junction. We do not approve of this unruly situation that took place. When weapons are stolen off servicemen, it gives the opportunity for the security forces to take action. We cannot approve heading into such a situation. We condemn it. We also appeal from all groups engaged in the protest to refrain from engaging in such acts. Fascist Ranil Wickremesinghe has no right to use this situation to import emergency law and deploy the forces. This situation cannot be controlled unless Ranil and Gota resigns. Where did Ranil Wickremesinghe take oaths as the acting president? There is no evidence to claim that the letter signed by Gotabaya was given to someone. The method of issuing a gazette is also questionable. There is a legal issue in imposing emergency law and deploying troops using such measures.